They was like, why would you choose to stay in Alabama? And it's like, well, this is where I'm from. And I'm not ashamed of our history. You know, as bad as it was, I look at it as a badge of honor that I'm from a community where young people like yourselves said, we're not going to take this anymore. I wanted to start here at Vulcan because I think it's important to understand kind of Birmingham's industrial history, right? Now, the unfortunate part is a lot of times it was the Black people who ended up with some of the most harsh jobs in those mines and some of the most dangerous situations. You see Birmingham starts to transition and it gets to the point where now we're starting to look at segregation laws are coming into effect. And that wasn't original when the city was actually founded. If you fast forward and you think about what does that type of industry do to a community? So fast forward, we're looking at issues around health. You know, a lot of our communities that have these mines in them, now they're dealing with poor air quality. So that history of industrialism, even though it was a boom for our city and made it strong in that area, it still caused a ripple effect that has impacted a lot of the Black communities since.
What they did was turn their anger into activism, because again, the genius of King was to make this country live up to the true meaning of his creed, and kept putting the laws of his land in front of them and saying that we're not 3/5 of a human being, that we are people, and if all men are created equal, then we need to be created equal. How could I turn this anger into activism, and this activism to action, and how can I become an agent of change? So he's playing the long game and not the short game. How can you be an agent of change in this modern world? As John Pett's wife told him, don't cry about it, do something about it. What are you willing to do to be that agent of change in the world that we're in? Because we got a whole lot of talking heads on TV. It's a whole industry of people that just talk, and they never come up with actions. How would you turn your talking points into action items to make sure that we have a more equitable society to live in for Black people? That's my charge.
I think it works.
We are the world right now. And that just spoke to me because we have so much power. Like you said, we are all activists. We all can debate. We all can talk about intellectual conversations. So we are all activists.
And making sure that we are moving forward with strategy and not just letting our emotions take hold of our actions is going to be essential to making sure our country is representative of everybody and treating everybody equally.
Absolutely. It's about channeling the anger.
And so I definitely feel the emotion, but I feel a lot of pride as well. So when I look at this church, when I look at this entire area, after everything that it's gone through, it's been through, it's still here and it's still thriving. So it definitely gives me a lot of hope. It gives me a vision. So I hope that everyone here recognizes their power, their purpose, and that we can put it into action to make some things really happen, make some things prosper, and really be the voices for our generation.